get started tonight. I don't want to take up too much time, but I believe it was 2 years ago in April when I came for the first time to do this open mic. And I would have never come back if it weren't for the people that are here. You guys are so supportive. I really thank you. It's made it, because before I started, and I really want to thank Jim because he pushed me to do it, and he has made me a lot better. I took lessons for 1.5 years for somebody else, and Debbie can tell you I was getting nowhere until I started taking lessons for Jim. And, I've still got a ways to go, but I have made some improvements. So anyway, I want to thank all of you. And this first song is kind of...
And now I'm learning from him.
I don't think so. But this first song is called I'm a Lucky Man, and I am a lucky man.
Still in two, so kind of there. The G string, the third string.
No, the third string.
I can play a chord, you see.
The G chord.
Okay, I was just a little bit like this.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. In a dirty hotel room somewhere out in western Kansas, channel surfing through the night, and there ain't nothing on. I went down to an empty bar and I started talking to a stranger. He said I come here every night so I don't have to be alone. I guess that I'm a lucky man. I guess that everything ain't all that bad. There's always somebody with less. I realize that I'm blessed. Now I understand I'm a lucky man. Somewhere out there in the night there must be 1 million people. They're just trying to survive, barely holding on. I can't feel sorry for myself when everything ain't going my way, 'cause I've got dreams and something else. I've got a reason to go on. I guess that I'm a lucky man. I guess that everything ain't all that bad. There's always somebody with less. I realize that I'm blessed. Now I understand I'm a lucky man. I guess that I'm a lucky man. I guess that everything ain't all that bad. There's always somebody with less. I realize that I'm blessed. Now I understand I'm a lucky man. I realize that I'm blessed. Now I understand I'm a lucky man.
Amen, brother.
Thank you. Now I'm going to do the John Fogerty song, Proud Mary.
Sing along.
Yeah, sing along, please. left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city until I hitched a ride on the riverboat Queen. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you have no money. People on the river are happy to give. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. 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 Okay, and I'm going to finish. I've heard some of you play songs by Chuck Cannon, and so I found this song by Chuck Cannon that I really like. It's called Out of This Town. Well, there's only one road running through these parts, pretty much stops right where it starts. It goes nowhere except for round and round. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. Well, the train pulled out and it never came back. Now there's weeds growing up through the rusty old tracks. And planes fly over, but they'll never touch down. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. But there's this dream I've been dreaming now for years, where I'd fly into the sun and disappear. I got an old Chevy Nova sitting up on the block, bunch of greasy old parts in a cardboard box. Got her running one time, but she broke back down. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. I've been stealing Jenny's kisses since the 11th grade. Ain't no running from the love we made. Now we're shopping for a stroller and a wedding gown. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. But there's this dream I've been dreaming now for years, where I fly into the sun and disappear. But you just can't get there from here. Well, we buried my daddy, sang Amazing Grace. The preacher said now he's in a better place. But I couldn't help thinking as we put him in the ground, I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. I ain't ever gonna get out of this town. I said, I ain't ever gonna get out of this town.
This Friday out at Keltoy, open mic. Everybody's invited to come play and sing, do whatever. Have a good time out there. Also want to make an announcement next weekend, the 25th, 26th, is Cowboy Days out at the museum out here on the bypass. On the 25th, on Friday, we're going to have a sing around the campfire, cowboy songs. Preferably, we ain't gonna limit cowboy songs, but we prefer that if you got any. Then on Saturday during the day, at 2 o'clock that afternoon, we'll have an open mic out there, just for everybody to get along. We'll sing. We've got a band coming in at 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock or something that evening, but you know we can play for a while.
The open mic is on Saturday at 2?
Yes, Saturday at 2. Okay, I'm going to sing a song. I played it here before. I always tell the story. A buddy of mine canceled on me for the cowboy poetry gathering out here. So I'm going to do a couple of songs of his. I take a little bit of credit on a couple of these songs. I know I've told this story before, but
I ain't never heard it.
when I was a very young man, I used to rodeo and stuff, and but my parents hated it. They'd come see me, they'd come watch, but they just hated it. They told me I couldn't rodeo. So anyway, and I snuck away and I went to my first rodeo, and then it proceeded from there. Anyway, I'd met a friend of mine, Harley Heim, after a rodeo. We'd sit around and pick, and he heard us playing. He came over and started playing, and I mean, he can play. And I told him, I said, my folks said, son, you can't rodeo. So the next week, he came up with this song. Folks said, son, you can't rodeo. So I packed up my bags and I hit the road. I was only 17. Took off in my GMC with my cowboy camper, and I thought I was free. Shirt on my back, looking for me. Been from shy and cabin, riding bulls and pressing the lady, chasing down the only dream I've known. Tarnished buckle that I wear on my belt, a limp in my legs, will bring me fell. All the only trophies I'll ever know. When my chaps are worn and my spurs need route, winter winds are beginning to howl. That time again to start driving further away. Now 4 lanes all look alike, coffee in the truck stops bitter tonight. Tomorrow's gonna find me gone with the morning light. Gonna jump into my worn out boots, I hear a bull filling in the chute, saying, come on son, get your bull on. Been from China to cabin, riding bulls and pressing the lady, chasing down the only dream I've known. And the tarnished buckle that I wear on my belt, a limp in my leg where I brave fell, are the only trophies I'll ever know. Well, the rodeo's over, everybody goes home. The cowboys all gotta sing their song before they go on down the road. Well, I guess I'm just a romantic man, a cowboy heart and no dreamer's brand. I'm gonna crack it on someday. Been from China to cabin, riding bulls and pressing the ladies, chasing down the only dream I've known. And the tarnished buckle that I wear on my belt, a limp in my leg, will bring me fell, are the only trophies I'll ever know. Are the only trophies I'll ever know. Next song is another one by him, and I've got a story on it too, of course. Harley came around, he said he was wanting to learn the rodeo and stuff, so we took him under our wing. He was older, I mean, he was an older guy. He just wanted to write songs, he wanted to do cowboy songs and stuff like that, and he wanted to experience it. So, by golly, you came to the right place. So, anyway, we took him down and got him to the practice pin and got him on some. And we tell him to charge to the front. He rode bareback horses and said, charge to the front, because you got to beat their horses bucking. You got to beat their front feet back to the ground. You got to have your feet back in their neck. Or when they hit the ground, they're liable to go like this, and you'll do a helicopter. But anyway, so charge to the front. Same thing on saddle bronc. You get in a bind, you charge to the front, try to get back down under the swells on the saddle. Anyway, so this one's called Charge to the Front. Well, I'm afraid of nothing, Martin, coming out of the chute, or look like a banker in my New Year's boots. But you know that I ain't afraid to die. Well, I'm afraid of being broke and miss my ride. Let's all charge the front when that old sister bug will get you. Where he wants you, just lay it like a rattlesnake away. Charge to the front. Well, I was out in Cheyenne at the big rodeo. Bronc that I was riding, but kind of slow. Well, my spurs started singing in four-part harmony. Started whistling a hurricane rolling out the sea. Let's all charge the front when that old sister buck will get you. Where he wants you, just lay like a rattlesnake away. Charge to the front. Well, my legs were wide, my arms were wide, and the seat of my pants was like it on fire. Well, my collarbone peeled, but they say my wrist cracked. Well, I'm a rodeo bionic man on saddle bronc back. Let's all charge the drunk when that old super bus gets you where he wants to just lay like a rattlesnake awaiting charge to the front. Just lay like a rattlesnake awaiting charge to the front. I'll probably be playing that one out at the Cowboy Days out at the museum. Don't forget that. Probably play this one too. Probably should have played this one first. Have it? Did you ever hear old Marshall Dillon say, Mississippi, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I asked you twice, I begged you pretty please. She'd have said yes in a New York minute. You never tried to knock his heart for the minute at a short kiss as he rode away. Never hung his hat at Katie's place. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride. Wear my six-shooter, ride my pony on a cattle drive. Stealing the young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing old campfire songs. Oh, it could have been a cowboy. I could have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills chasing Jesse James. Ended up on the flanks of Dane, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told? California full of whiskey, women and gold, sleeping out all night near the desert stars. A dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride. Wear my six-shooter, ride my pony on a cattle drive. Stealing the young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing old campfire songs. Oh, it should have been a cowboy, should have been a cowboy, should have been a cowboy. So Friday out at Keltoy, next weekend out here at the museum, okay?
That were like guy songs, so I went looking for really more the cowgirl perspective. This first song is by a songwriter named Stephanie Davis. Stephanie was a production writer in Nashville back in the 90s. She wrote several hit songs for Garth Brooks. You might recognize that name. And then she got burnt out, and she moved back to Montana and bought a ranch and lived out there for a long time with her guitar in a closet. And she finally got the courage to get it back out and started writing songs more from the woman's perspective about living out on the land. And this song is Diamond O. to the creaking of the leather and the crunching of the snow. My mind drifts back to the diamond door. Winding down the canyon, old Donny puffing steam. My mind drifts like leaves upon a stream, to the faces and the places and the scenes from long ago, trailing strays back to the diamond door. And oh, I can hear the laughter crackling up a cow campfire, Texas rain and crazy Cody howling in a coyote choir. At night I lay to ride, the sun is sinking low, trailing strays back to the diamond door. Almost to the valley, I can see the lights of town, shimmering like jewels on a crown. And it gets my mind to thinking about a boy I used to know, trailing strays back to the diamond door. And oh, I can hear his laughter echoing off these sandstone hills. And oh, happy ever after, heard he found me, I wouldn't trade it for one night and night home, trailing strays back to the diamond door, trailing strays back to the diamond door. Thank you. This next song is a Gretchen Peters song. I know, I do a few of her songs. This is The Cowboy. He's a cowboy. He was raised in Ohio. Got married and he moved further west. Showed up on time for a few awful years, and then one night he got drunk and he left. Drove a truck for a while up in Fargo, but he never got used to the smoke. He tried to settle and get some work, but he still just as wild, just as broad. Now the range has been settled for years now. The old wranglers passed on with their kind. Every now and again you run into these men, these cowboys born out of their time. For some change, he'll remember your birthplace. But there's hardly a time he ain't been. You can get up and leave anytime that you please. That's the one thing that he understands. Now the range has been settled for years now. The old wranglers passed on with their kind. Every now and again you run into these men, these cowboys born out of their time. Now he spends his days down in Denver. His best friend's a bottle of wine. No need to ask anything of his past. It's asleep in the back of his mind. As the sun rises over the Rockies, it's a shame that he no longer cares. As it burns out and sets down in Kansas, he'll walk the fences round Larimore Square. Now the range has been settled for years now. The old wranglers passed on with their kind. Every now and again you run into these men, these cowboys born out of their time. Yes, every now and again you run into these men, these cowboys born out of their time. This last song is another Gretchen Peters. It's called Prairie in the Sky. the pouches of my saddlebags, my bedroll tied behind. There's a prairie in the sky, I'll find it by and by. Fields of brown and yellow to make a soul alive. Let the music take me home to where a heart can roam. I'll fly above the meadows, touch the tall grass as I go. And the gentle western wind stay with me till the end, till the day is done and the sun is sinking low. Leave the ponies all run free, far as the eye can see. I'd ride the range forever just to see them once again. And the wild flying planes soar above me on their wings, and the stars fill up the night sky, and the moon light up the plains. I ride a big blue road, carry all the war in the pouches of my saddlebags, my bedroll tied behind. See ya.
Okay, so Terry and I are singing together tonight. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. Worn out shoes, silver hair, a ragged shirt, and baggy pants. The old soft shoe. He jumped so high, he jumped so high. Then he lightly touched down. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age as he spoke right out. He talked of life, he talked of life. Laughed, slapped his leg a step. He said the name Bojangles and he danced the lick. across the cell. Grabbed his pants, a better stance. Whoa, he jumped so high. He clicked his heels. He let go a laugh. He let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. He danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. Spoke the tears of 15 years, how's dogging him. Traveled about, his dog up and down, he up and down. After 20 years, he still grieves. He says I dance at every chance in honky tonks. Drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars. 'Cause I drinks a bit. He shook his head as he shook his head. I heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. And by the way, sing along with these if you want. You're going to know this one probably. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backward old town that often remembers so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River, the abandoned old prison down by Green Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all that we killed. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, the coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. They dug for the coal till the land was forsaken. Then they wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. I'm sorry, my son, but it's too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy wants to take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but it's too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. And here, George, here's a cowboy song I'll probably do out there at the Historical Museum. This is one of my favorite songs.
I've corrupted you all.
Yes, sir.
You didn't edit, I didn't have far to go. While I was out a-riding, graveyard shift midnight to dawn, the moon was as bright as a reading light for a letter from an old friend back home. He asked me, why do you ride for your money? Now why do you roll for short pay? You ain't getting nowhere and you're losing your share. Oh, you must have gone crazy out there. Well, he said how he'd run into Jenny. She's married and she has a good life. You sure missed the trap when you never came back. She's the perfect professional's wife. She asked me, why does he ride for his money? Now why does he roll for short pay? He ain't getting nowhere and he's losing his share. Oh, he must have gone crazy out there, 'cause they've never seen the northern lights. They've never seen a hawk on the wing. They've never seen spring hit the great divide. All they've never heard of Kentucky sing. Well, I read up the last of my letter. I tore off the stamp for old Jim. Billy rode up to relieve me. He just looked at my letter and he grinned. He asked, why do they ride for their money? Now why do they roll for short pay? They ain't getting nowhere and losing their share. Oh, they must have gone crazy back there, 'cause they've never seen the northern lights. They've never seen a hawk on the wing. They've never seen spring hit the great divide. All they've never heard of Kentucky sing. All they've never heard of Kentucky sing.
hollow sky. She left without a warning, sooner than the dogs could bark, faster than the sun rose, down to the shallows in an old mule cart. She took a flight across the water, left me in my tears to drown. She left a baby daughter. Now the river's wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy waters. Tobacco standing out in the fields, be rotten come November, and the bitter heart will not reveal the love that true remembers. When that sweet brown-skinned girl of mine, we broke the bread and we drank the wine. When that sweet brown-skinned girl of mine, hair as black as raven, oh, we broke the bread and we drank the wine from a drug that she'd been saving. She left me in my tears to drown. She left a baby daughter. Now the river's wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy waters. Baby's gone and the daylight's gone. That old oak tree is groaning in the rush of wind and the river's song. I can hear my sweet love moaning. She's crying for her baby child. She's crying for her husband. She's crying for that river wild to take her from her loved ones. She left me in my tears to drown. She left a baby daughter. Now the river's wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy waters. Now the river's wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy waters. Somebody's solo there in the middle.
Who wrote that song?
That is a John Hyatt song, and so is this one. Another John Hyatt. There's a mad little kid at the top of the stairs, and his eyes, they gather no light. But his mom and his dad are too high to care, and his cry lived off in the night. And I've been that kid with the blues, and I've been both of those parents too. I'm ashamed of those times I was lost. Now I'd do anything just to come home to you. There's a twilight that captures the sorrow of time, in between the life and the live. I press on regardless, though thoroughly blind, for the new day a new morning gives. And I hold it up new 'cause it's shiny. I drank up all my yesterdays, tasted sweet joy and bittersweet sorrow. Now I'd do anything just to come home to you. There's a meanness inside that chills to the bone. That's the thing about mercy, I guess. There's no man so wicked he cannot come home, nor so good that he passes each test. And the flames of memories burn me the grace. Oh, his love returns me to this most gracious of highways, where I'd do anything just to come home to you. Yeah, I'd do anything just to come home to you.
Sing a song about redemption there.
The last to know the party's over and we won't go. No one to laugh at our jokes anymore. There's the door. Don't forget your hat. The stores are all closed. We couldn't buy a break anyway. St. Joseph couldn't look after you and me, I suppose. The last to know more miles than we will go. More miles than money. You fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, yes, the last to know. The last to know. Playing the jokers in this minstrel show. Nobody cares in this showbiz crowd, I suppose. Got another cigarette. I'm not quite through with this story yet. There's nothing here to fear, or so I've been told. More miles and money. No, it's never funny. More miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, yes, the last to know. From the cradle to the grave, so many memories never saved. There's nothing here to fear, oh, so I've been told. As the night slips away, we stumble on toward another day. I guess I really don't have much to say, I suppose. More miles and money. Look at our lives and it's never funny. More miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, yes, the last to know. We're the last, yes, the last to know.
It's a song about trying to be a musician and not really making any money. Thanks.
Check 1 2 check, check 1 2 check, check check. Louis Schilhane's right here. I didn't know that. Well, my name is JT Cano. At the risk, I'm the guy who I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I'm the guy who, if I'm at a play and people are talking while the play's going on, I walk up to you and say, would you please go to the lobby if you would like to visit? And I'm the guy at these open mics who says, if you want to visit, please visit between the acts, because it not only distracts the performer, it annoys the people around you who are talking. Yeah. Okay. Robert Bly.
I'm sorry. John Cougar Mellencamp had a concert in Tulsa and lectured the audience for 10 minutes before he started on our behavior. So you go, JT.
Was he talking about you at that concert?
Probably.
No, he was talking to all of us.
Okay. Robert Bly is a poet who I admire a lot. Used to go see him in Chicago when I lived there. He formed a group called Poets Against the Vietnam War back in the day with William Stafford. This is a poem that speaks not only to now, but a little bit to war as well. It's called, It's So Easy to Give In. I've been thinking about the man who gives in. Have you heard about him? In this story, a 28-foot pine meets a small wind, and the pine bends all the way to the ground. I was persuaded, the pine says. It was convincing. A mouse visits a cat. The cat agrees to drown all her children. What can I do? The cat said. The mouse needed that. It's strange. I've heard that some people conspire in their own ruin. A fool says, you don't deserve to live. A man says, well, I'll string this rope over the branch and we can find a box to hang me. The great one in her necklace of skulls says, I need 20,000 corpses. Tell you what, the general says, we got a lot of extra battalions over there on the hill. We don't need all these men.
Robert Bly was in Pittsburg.
This is another Bly poem. People like us. They're more like us. All over the world, they're confused people. Can't remember the name of their dog when they wake up. People who love God, but can't remember where he was when they went to sleep. It's all right. The world cleanses itself this way. A wrong number occurs to you in the middle of the night. You dial it, it rings just in time to save the house. And the second-story man gets the wrong address where the insomniac lives. And he's lonely, and they talk. And the thief goes back to college. Even in graduate school, you can wander into the wrong classroom and hear great poems lovingly spoken by the wrong professor. And you find your soul, and greatness has a defender. Even in death, you're safe. Robert Bly. I was at the Miners Hall Museum shindig Saturday. We had a great shrimp boil with Zydeco music. It was fun. Like Ernest James, the Zydeco squeezeball player, says, Franklin, Kansas, who would have thought?
Where were they from?
What? They're from Kansas City. And Barry, who's the washboard player, is from Lawrence. He's a poet too, and he mentioned this poem of mine when we were there because I gave him a book last year. We've been sharing poetry.
I thought, well, since it's baseball season, I'll read that tonight. The neighbors beat the summer heat with one of those old swamp coolers that blew air over water, fed to it through a rubber garden hose connected to the hydrant. We had a giant window fan that pulled the curtains horizontal, but it wasn't much good until 10 o'clock at night. The neighbors were also the first on the block to get a color TV, a Sylvania. I didn't especially like going over there. Something about the way their house smelled. But in late Kansas summer, I knew enough to accept an invitation to watch the Yankees play the White Sox on Saturday game of the week. So I went crunching over our adjoining gravel driveways through their drawn drapes, their cool, damp air, their old brown couch, their flickering colors. Some of you either read my column or get it in email or hear about it. I know I had a bad week last week. I sang the blues. Nobody loves me but my mama. She might be jiving too. Yeah, you know. Then I tried Pavarotti. Oh, Vermont, it didn't work. No, I was working my way all the way through everything I could do till I found Grandma, and I went to Grandma Love. But then I was looking back at some blues songs that kind of match a little different kind of blues. This is by Loudon Wainwright, Wright the Third. Oh yeah. Woke up this morning, didn't feel that bad. Last night was definitely not one of the worst I ever had. I had a nice dinner and I drank a few drinks. I did not think about you, baby, no matter what you think. I went back to my hotel room and I went straight to bed. I did not moan, I did not cry, I did not wish I was dead. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right without you. I woke up this morning, didn't have the blues. Put on my tube socks, laced up my running shoes. Went out to the reservoir and I jogged a mile or two. Didn't think about your love, I wasn't missing you. Went back to the hotel room and made a few phone calls. I had clean sheets on the made-up bed and artwork on the wall. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right now, Terry. I don't think about her. I woke up this morning. Well, I sat up in the bed. I had a gnawing in my gut, pounding in my head. I went to the bathroom, to the medicine chest. There was sleeping pills and razor blades and all the rest. But I was in control, baby. I was so relaxed. I find myself my dental floss, my favorite kind of wax. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right now, baby. I'm all right without you. I'm all right now, baby. I'm all right without you. There's another anti-blues song I wrote myself. Woke up this morning, my Cadillac SUV was gone. I said, I woke on up this morning, my Cadillac SUV was gone. I felt so low down, bad inside, I threw my iPhone across the lawn. My swimming pool is leaking. My lawn man up and quit. Oh, my resolve's kind of weakened. And my stock, it turned to shit. Woke up this morning,
My Cadillac SUV was gone. I woke on up this morning, my Cadillac SUV was gone. I feel so low down there inside. I threw my Rolex across the lawn. Woke up this morning, my SUV was gone. Hey, I woke on up this morning, my SUV was gone. I feel so down bad inside. I feel so low down bad inside. I threw my cell phone, my iPhone, my mixed drink, my Rolex across the lawn. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I enjoyed my time here.
Remember when I was young and so were you, and time stood still, and love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when we vowed the vows and walked the line, together, gave our hearts, made the stars. It's hard we lived and learned life through curves. There was joy and there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when old ones died and new were born, and life was changed, disassembled, rearranged. We came together, fell apart, and broke each other's hearts. Remember when? Remember when the sound of little feet was the music we danced to, week to week, brought back the love. We found trust, vowed we'd never give it up. Remember when? Remember when 30 seems so old. Now looking back, it's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when? Remember when we said when we turn gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we've had.
still remember when. Remember when. Remember when. Been so many places in my life and times. I've sung a lot of songs, I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now and I'm singing this song for you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Darling, can't you please see through me? 'Cause we're alone now and I'm singing this song for you. You taught me precious secrets of the world with gold and nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. But now I'm so much better. And if our words don't come together, listen to the melody. 'Cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone and I was singing my song to you. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone and I was singing my song for you. We were alone and I was singing this song. I was singing this song for you. Okay, this is actually a Patsy Cline song that I was not familiar with. And somebody told me about it. A friend of mine would want me to do this song. He kept talking about it except for the last couple of years, and I never really saw it on a karaoke thing, and I didn't think too much about it. But anyway, I found the song, and it's called "In Care of the Blues." And I should put my glasses back on. Now, baby, if you're needing me the way that I've been needing
me a line saying, honey, you'll be mine. Write me in care of the blues. I hope that you've been missing me the way that I've been missing you. I shouldn't have let you go because I love you so. Okay, write me in care of the blues. Give that postman your letter and he'll know what to do. He'll bring you your letter to me and a plane will bring me to you. Now, baby, if you're needing me the way that I've been needing you, just drop me a line saying, honey, you'll be mine. Write me in care of the blues. So give that postman your letter and he'll know what to do. He'll bring your letter to me and a plane will bring me to you. Now, baby, if you're needing me the way that I've been needing you, just drop me a line saying, honey, you'll be mine. Write me in care of the blues. Write me in care of the blues. Thank you very much.
To be a choral poetry reading, and choral means that there needs to be a choir, and guess who the choir is? Okay, so I'm going to say, and you know, to do this right, we need anybody that's ambulatory. Would you come up here? Ambulatory. And with me, you can walk.
Need an ambulance?
Okay. Maybe you can stand with the whole crowd, whether you're standing up here or not, to help me out with it. Has anybody been angry this week? Yeah. Well, you know, if you've been awake, you probably have been angry sometime this week. I'm trying not to pay attention to things, but even not paying attention to things, you got to be angry. Okay?
Go ahead.
So that's kind of what this is about. I say the words first, you say them after me. Okay? It's going to be 8 words, 5 of them words. Say anger, 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 bitch, bite, bark, bark. That sounds pretty good. Let's try it. And then there's 3 more words. And listen to them because I'm not going to tell you ahead of time what they are. So you have to listen after we get through with all the anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark. Ready? Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark. We'll try that again. Anger, anger, bitch. I say it first, you say it after me. You know, I was teaching music today in elementary school, and so that's okay. I feel like
do the whole thing, and then
I feel like I
you
do the
don't
whole
say
thing.
it with you.
You don't say it with me. You say
Okay.
that. Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
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 Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark. Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark. Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
Anger, anger, bitch, bite, bark.
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 Anger, anger, 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 bitch, bite, bark.
Love.
Love.
Hope. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.
Well, last time I didn't sing because I was a little sick the previous day, and because I didn't have any Randy Travis to play. But I spent the last month learning a new one, well, new to me. And the songs that I'm playing tonight are very heavy on what is actually being said. So this is called The Hole. Well, a friend of mine bought himself a shovel. He said, I'm gonna tumble me a mine. He set out to be a rich man. Happiness is what he thought he'd find. Got in too deep to see the diamonds, down too dark to see the gold. Now he won't let go of the shovel, and he can't dig out of the hole. Deeper and deeper, he's going now, driving his future right into the ground. He thinks he's closer the further he goes, but he's still on the bottom. He can't dig out of the hole. Tried to throw the man a lifeline. I tried to send him down the road. I don't think he hears me calling, but every day I pray and I hope someday soon he gets the message. Every spade of dirt he throws only gets him closer to the devil, and you can't dig out of that hole. Deeper and deeper, he's going down, driving his future right into the ground. He thinks he's closer the further he goes, but he's still on the bottom. He can't dig out of the hole. Maybe we can learn a little lesson. Maybe we can shine a little light. And there's no healthy way to mess with the line between wrong and right. Use the chance you've been given, 'cause once you're in the ground and cold, it's too late to start living, and you can't dig out of the hole. Deeper and deeper, he went down. He drove his future right into the ground. He thinks he's closer the further he goes. He's still on the bottom, can't dig out of the hole. It's hell on the bottom, can't dig out of the hole. Now this was a big difference. I heard this probably 3 weeks ago for the first time, and I'm just in love with it. This is a song by Jamie Johnson, and it's called In Color. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white, it ain't real clear, is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. Times were tough back in 35, that's me and Uncle Joe trying to survive a cotton farm. The Great Depression. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. This one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943. In the wintertime, you can almost see my breath. That was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. Was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. This is me and me, Ma, in the summer sun, all dressed up. The day we said our vows. Can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red and her eyes were blue. And look at that smile, I was so proud. That's the story of my life, right there in black and white. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. Should have seen it in color. I never had to do it, so. Never had to deal with a black and white picture. And this is probably my most meaningful one, because like, no matter who's in office, I'm always supportive. Always. Because this is America. Obviously I want things to go well, but with Trump declaring war on, I think it was Iran, I can't condone war, especially with my brother going into the Marines this Sunday. I just can't condone war. And this is a song by Guns N' Roses, usually done on electric, but I transposed it onto acoustic for a warmer feel. And this is called Civil War. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. And he gives it. I don't like it any more than you, man. Look at you young men fighting. Look at your women crying. Look at you young men dying, the way they've always done before. Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lies we're leading, the way we've always done before. My hands are tied, the billion shift from side to I don't need your silver one, no, no, no. Look at the shoes you're feeling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at the world we're killing. The way we've always done before. Look at the down we follow. Look at the leaders we follow. Look at the lies we swallow. I don't wanna hear no more. My hands are tied, for all I've seen has changed my mind. Still the wars we won and the years go by, with no love of God or human rights. There's all these dreams I'm swept aside, like bloody hands of the hypnotized, who carry the cross of homicide. In the street, bears the scars of our civil war. Practice selective annihilation of mayors and government officials. For example, to create a vacuum and then fill that vacuum. As popular war advances, peace is closer. I don't need your civil war. Feeds the rich while it buries the poor. Power hungry sell themselves in a human grocery store. It ain't that fresh. I don't need your civil war. I don't need one more war. What's so civil about war anyways?
What am I doing here in Pittsburgh? Well, my agent told me my career is in the pits. Actually, I'm here in Pittsburgh by popular demand. The people in Joplin demanded that I leave town. I've been through a lot today. It was the parking lot. I had to walk through it. I'll try to do my best tonight, but because of the tariffs, I can't get the good jokes anymore from Afghanistan and Moldova. Well, for my next skit, I'll be traveling to a prison in El Salvador near Reagan International Airport. So I tried doing comedy on cruise ships, but I gained 150 pounds. On the way here, I drove past the town of Opolis, Kansas. Opolis just means town. Anybody here from Opolis? No? I guess nobody there had the imagination to name it anything else. It's as if Pittsburgh was just called Berg. Well, that's better than calling it Pitts. Next year, Pittsburgh will be 150 years old, but it doesn't look a day over 140. You know, the name used to have an H at the end, until one day somebody said, let's get the H out of here. It's a good thing this show starts at 5:30 p.m. This gives us old folks a chance to have our dinner first. Last time I was here, I wondered about what goes on in Pittsburgh on Highway 69. Now I'm wondering what goes on down in Baxter Springs on alternate 69. Back in my day, we didn't have Highway 69. All we had was Highway 68. And as you can imagine, that was really difficult to navigate. If President Trump has his way, someday we can all own oceanfront property in Greenland. Speaking of Donald Trump, he was going to speak here tonight, but then he changed his mind. Then 3 days later, he changed his mind again. Then 2 days later, he decided not to come. Then he changed his mind 2 more times. Bob Dylan was going to perform here, but he said this show reminds him too much of the 1960s. The shows here seem to have enough singers. Now if we could only find some songs composed after 1985. Speaking of singers, several famous folk singers saw my act in the past and were even inspired by it. For instance, Joan Baez listened to me, then stood up and said, "We shall never overcome this." John Denver said, "Take me home country roads," but then he changed his mind and said, "No, wait, I'm leaving on a jet plane." Chris Christopherson heard me and said, "Help me make it through this night." Johnny Cash heard me and said he'd rather be in Folsom Prison. Pete Seeger snarled at me and said, "If I had a hammer." Simon and Garfunkel said they preferred the sounds of silence. Willie Nelson said he couldn't wait to get on the road again. And Bob Dylan mumbled something that I couldn't understand him. We should have an awards show for the performers here. Instead of the Grammys, we'll call it the Grampies, or maybe the Grampies and the Grannies. There'll be only one award, best rendition of a song written before 1985. Next year, maybe we can add an award, best performance, which is not of a song from the 80s. And then later we can add some other awards, such as best performance by somebody wearing a hat indoors, best performance by someone whose shirt is not tucked in, best pair of reading glasses, best pair of jeans worn by someone over 65, best impression of Bob Dylan by someone not trying to sound like Bob Dylan, best guitar strumming by someone with arthritis, best performance by someone named Joe, Jeremy, JT, JG, George, or Joey, best anti-capitalist song by someone with a 401k or IRA, best civil rights song by a white person from Kansas, and finally, best guitar performance using only 3 chords. Well, today is April 15th, and I finally filed my tax return. Lucky I had a big deduction for donating things to Goodwill, such as an old shirt missing 3 buttons, some pants with a broken zipper, 2 shoes that don't quite match, some books I bought from the library for 25 cents each that I now value at $1 each, a half-empty tube of KY jelly, my old flip phone, 3.5 bags of dog food left over when my dog died 5 years ago, an autographed photo of Mitt Romney, a slightly cracked baseball bat, a socket set with half the sockets missing, a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle with 950 pieces, a slightly used toilet brush, some slightly used mouse traps, 3 gallons of purple house paint, my old Halloween socks, some tulip bulbs from 2015, hubcaps from my old Buick, a stuffed crow, some of the poetry books I self-published, a Vietnamese dictionary, a stop sign, and an urn containing my grandfather's ashes. Because of the shortage of eggs and chickens with the bird flu, on the way over here I stopped at a farm and I bought myself a chicken. I call her Chicken Annie. Although she doesn't look so good, but I think if she were going to lay an egg, it would have to be with an epidural and a C-section. I don't know, Annie, you don't look so good, but I think think she must have the bird flu. Annie, let's see what we can do. A little bit better now. Let's put you back in there, Andy. Well, anyway, I have to finish now, but I hope we can end this show fairly early because I have an appointment down in Baxter Springs on alternate 69.
The first time I tried this.
Let's see, we need to find a guitar bill for the good buses. Okay. Rearrange your Go ahead. You stay set.
I think I probably had the second oldest guitar in the house.
Okay, so give me a. Okay. Then check on the mic. Check.
Check 1, 2, testing.
Okay, we're good.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over. This old world keeps on turning. Let's just be glad we have some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Let your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft upon the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good times I'll get along. You'll find another. I can't breathe. If you should need me, don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. mind. In the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, make believe you love me one more time. For the good times, oh those good times. I'm not sure if that was a premiere or a train wreck. There it is. Probably my fingers that need tuning, not the guitar. Now for the next train wreck, I tried. Last month I was at the open mic at Keltoy, and there was two young ladies that came in, and they tried to sing this song a cappella. And I'd done this before with another group. I used to play keyboard. Guitar is kind of a stranger to me. But so earlier this month, I looked up this music that I had from way back in the past. I thought maybe I'd accompany those women, give them a little help, but they didn't show. So I made it my own personal train wreck. But this is called "Killing Me Softly" by Roberta.
Oh yeah. Oh, good song.
Yeah. And also I forgot my glasses. I heard he sang a good song. I heard she had some style. And so I came to see her and listen for a while. And there she was, this young girl, a stranger to my eyes, killing me soft with her fingers, with her song, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his song, killing me softly with her song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd, and so I came to see her out loud. I prayed that she would finish, but she just kept right on, strumming my pain with her fingers, telling my life with her song, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with her song, killing me softly with her song. I felt she sang right to me, and then she looked right through me, and then she looked right through me, and da-da-da-da-da. But never died. Excuse me, it surely is a train wreck, strumming my pain with her fingers, filling my life with her song, killing me softly with this song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole life with her song, killing me softly with her song, with her song, with her song. Thank you. You're really kind and patient, somewhat extra patient.
Well,
That's enough of trying to read.
well, now we know why you're lonesome.
I'll be back. Now, I noticed in the past there's a fellow Linda Onset playing in the house, so I'm going to try my favorite one by her. It was written by her significant other, John David Salter. I don't know if she recorded it after his passing or before, but this is one called Black Roses, White Rhythm and Blues. Let's see how badly I can mess this one up. What key was that? I don't want nervous again. I don't want you to hold me tight until you're mine to hold. You don't have to stay all night, just until the night turns cold. Black roses, white rhythm and blues. Somebody cares when you lose. Black roses, white rhythm and blues. Somebody really loves you. Everyone in the whole wide world by now. White roses, white rhythm and blues. Somebody who cares when you lose. The black roses, white rhythm and blues. Close your eyes, dial away all your blues. I tried everything but lie. Now I just don't know what else I can do. So much easier at home in the bedroom. Thank you very much.
Check 1, 2. Sounds good. Well, I brought these lyrics up here because I haven't done this song yet. It's a Peter, Paul, and Mary thing. But tell me why you're crying, my son. I know you're frightened like everyone. Is it the thunder in the distance you fear? Will it help if I stay very near? I am here. And if you take my hand, my son, all will be well when the day is done. If you take my hand, my son, all will be well when the day is done. 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 Do you ask why I'm sighing, my son? You shall inherit what mankind has done. In a world filled with sorrow and woe, if you ask me why this is so, I really don't know. But if you take my hand, my son, all will be well when the day is done. If you take my hand, my son, all will be well when the day is done. Tell me why you're smiling, my son. Is there a secret you can tell everyone? Do you know more than men that are wise? Can you see what we all must disguise? Through your loving eyes. If you take my hand, my son, all will be well when the day is done. Take my hand, my son, all will be well when the day is done. All will be well when the day is done. Well, I haven't done Neil Young in a while, and recently I had to start chemo treatments, and they stuck me with a lot of needles. So I've seen the damage and the needles. They're sticking me now, and they're just getting started. Got you knocking at my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Ooh, the damage done. I hit the city and I lost my band. I watched a needle take another man. Gone, gone, the damage done. I sing this song because I love that man. I know that's humor you don't understand. Milk, blood to keep from running out. I seen the needle and the damage done. A little part of it in everyone, but every junkie's like a setting sun. My life is changing in so many ways. I don't know who to trust anymore. There's a shadow hanging over my day, just like a beggar who's going from door to door. I was thinking maybe I'd get myself a maid, find a place nearby where she could stay. Just someone to keep my house clean, fix my meal, and go away. A maid, man needs a maid. A maid. A man needs a maid. It's so hard to make that change when life and love turn strange and cold. But to give love, you got to live a love. And to live a love, you get to be part of. When will I see you again? A while ago somewhere, I don't know when, I was watching a movie with a friend. I fell in love with the actress. She was playing a part that I could understand. A man needs a maid. A man needs a maid. It's so hard to make that change when your life and your love turn strange and cold. But to give a love, you got to live a love. Live a love, you got to be part of. When will I see you again? Thank you.
Thank you, George.
When it's darkness on the Delta, that's the time my heart is light. When it's darkness on the Delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. Fields of cotton all around me, folks are singing sweet and low. Lord, I'm lucky that you found me where the muddy Mississippi waters flow. Lounging on the levee, listening to the nightingale way up above. Laughter on the levee, no one's heart is heavy, and all God's children got someone to love. When it's darkness on the Delta, only heaven is in sight. When it's darkness on the Delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. When it's darkness on the Delta, that's the time my heart is light. When it's darkness on the Delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. Fields of cotton all around me. Folks are singing sweet and low. And Lord, I'm lucky that you found me where the muddy Mississippi waters flow. Lounging on the levee and listening to the nightingales way up above. Laughter on the levee, no one's heart is heavy, and all God's children got someone to love. When it's darkness on the Delta, only heaven is in sight. When it's darkness on the Delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. Give it up for Kim! More! Okay, we got more. Well, it's only a paper moon hanging over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played on a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Well, it's only a paper moon hanging over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is from the ink spots. The ink spots. Love the ink spots.
Yes, sir.
We three, we're all alone, living in a memory. My echo my shadow, and me. We three, we're not a crowd. We're not even company. My echo, my shadow, and me. What good is moonlight, that silvery moonlight that shines in the sky up above? I walk with my shadow, I talk with my echo, but where's the one that I love? We three will wait for you, even till eternity. My echo, my shadow, and me. We three, we're all alone, living in a memory. My echo, my shadow, and me. We three, we're not a crowd. We're not even company. My echo, my shadow, and me. What good is moonlight, that silvery moonlight that shines in the sky up above? I walk with my shadow, I talk with my echo, but where's the one that I love? We three will wait for you, even till eternity. My echo, my shadow, and me. Oh, my echo, my shadow, and me.
One more. One more.
Down in the basement. Seats about this little seats.
How about a Louis Armstrong tune?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me a kiss to build a dream on, and my imagination will thrive upon that kiss. Sweetheart, I ask no more of this, a kiss to build a dream on. Give Give me a kiss before you leave me, and my imagination will feed my hungry heart. Leave me one thing before we part, a kiss to build a dream on. When I'm alone with my fancies, I'll be with you, weaving romances and making believe they're true. Give me your kiss for just a moment, and my imagination will make that moment live. Give me what you alone can give, a kiss to build a dream on. Give me a kiss to build a dream on, and my imagination will thrive upon that kiss. Sweetheart, I ask no more of this, a kiss to build a dream on. Give me a kiss before you leave me, and my imagination will feed my hungry heart. Leave me one thing before we part, a kiss to build a dream on. When I'm alone with my fancies, I'll be with you, weaving romances and making believe they're true. Give me lips for just a moment, and my imagination will make that moment live. Give me what you alone can give, a kiss to build a dream on.